there guys, today I'd like to go over some safety stuff on the river. This is not the Swiftwater Rescue Course, the Whitewater Rescue Course, that's another thing entirely. What I want to cover today is a technique you can use to prevent yourself from getting into a situation where you need to use the Swiftwater Rescue stuff or the Whitewater Rescue stuff. It's the process you use before you get into that situation or to avoid the situation of actually having to go out there and do gear recovery or even a person recovery for that matter. And the first thing I want to cover is something that I feel like is very core to everyday life, rivers and all sorts of other stuff. And it's the basis of being safe out there on the river, and that's risk management. Now, what is risk management? Well, it's basically a management of risks out there on the river or in a situation where that requires a bit more of risks and such like that. And the first step is to identify the risk or the hazard. After that, you analyze it, and then you evaluate it. And after that, you treat it. So in a river situation, it could be boiled down to, say you're coming up to a rapid. Okay, you've identified this rapid as a potential risk. You analyze it. Well, what's in the rapid? Are there rocks? Are there holes and such like that? And then after that, what kind of rocks and holes are there? Are there really massive rocks or little rocks, or are there rocks you could just float over with the boat and not even touch the rocks as you come over? Is the hole so big it'll actually flip your boat and kind of eat people as you go in there? Or is it a hole that you can basically just float over? It might stall you a little bit, but it's a slight push and you'll be over it. Evaluate what is in there and what potentially could be a problem there. So after you evaluated the situation, the rapid downstream, what's your plan of action? How are you going to get through this rapid? Is there a clean shot you can get through the rapid at? Or do you have to make some moves to you can get around some rocks? Or do you have to go that wonky line way out to the side and follow the shore all the way down and around? So that's what risk management is. And out there on the river, it actually takes a fraction of the time of how I described it to you. In a fraction of the time after you're looking at something, your brain can simply say, well, hey, I don't want to go there, let's go over here. Basically, this is a safer route over here on the left side of the river instead of going over there on the right side where all the rocks are. And you can do it in seconds, or even less than seconds actually. Come up to bigger rapids, the class 4 rapids or class 3 rapids to some people. The risk management might take a little bit longer time, but I still think it's the core thing to staying safe out there on the river. And it can be applied before you get on the river as well. Say we got a friend who doesn't have a jacket and you have an extra jacket. Well, the risk is your friend doesn't have a jacket, you're on the moving water, you might drown, so just toss them an extra jacket and you're ready to go. Or helmets, it can be applied with helmets or alcohol too. I'm not a fan of alcohol in rivers. I have been paddling down rivers for a really long time now, both privately and commercially, so I have found some things that I found really neat and keep safety kind of up front and rafting and whatnot. And I would love to hear you guys' feedback as well. You guys might know some tips and tricks to keep more safety out there, and I would love to learn them and try and pass them along as well. Leave a like and a comment in the section below, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.